Hello, it's Frank, that one webcat. I'm back with another video. In this video, I want to show you how you can take a Word document or a text file and turn it into a online digital form that somebody could fill out, meaning that we're going to convert it into an Adobe PDF document that is that they can type in the responses instead of having to print it out and fill it in and scan it and send it back. So what we're going to do here is I have my document open and it's been enabled so that I can edit whatever. It's actually a form that I've created. So we're going to go to File, and you can either, if you do not have Adobe PDF installed, which you will need for the next step, you can either save as Adobe PDF or you can just click Print. And the print option would allow you to save it as a PDF as well. So what I'm going to do is click Save as Adobe PDF. It's going to go through that process. It's asking where I want to save it. Normally, just for different reasons, I'll take the spaces out. Sometimes when sending via email or different email forms or different email services, it'll add like %20 in between the words and stuff like that and just cause confusion. I will separate it with a capital letter for each of the the different things, but I did take out the spacing. So we're going to click Save. It's doing its thing, of course, on another screen here, which I can't do anything about at the moment. But it's running the Adobe. It's converting it. It's just pulling up a box, and we do have. Let me pull over the Adobe file now. It finished it here. As you can see, it looks just like the Word document. Let's shrink it down so you can get a better view of it. So it's now a PDF document. Something I usually like to do when I open up a document, I go into the properties here and I'll say what the title is. Website consultation questionnaire for that one web guy. Author Frank Deardorff III. I know that's not necessary to put the third, but I just like to. You can change the initial view to be file name or the document title. So that we've just added the document title, it will show instead of showing website consultation questions.pdf, it will show what we put as the document title on that. So I'm going to click OK, and you can see that it changed it there already. So our next step then would be to come over here and I think it's I'm trying to remember. I think we have to edit the PDF first and then we convert it to a I think it's under More here. I always have trouble remembering where it's at exactly. Crop pages, add images, edit. We're in the edit field already. There is an option here to just convert it to organize pages, send for comments, scan OCR. Let me see where that's at here. Let's see, I think it was yeah, over here. I keep looking for an icon over here, and there's one over here that says Tools. So we want to prepare form, or I want to say prepare for form, but it's actually prepare form. So we'll click this. It's a single file, and this is the file that we want. It says this document requires signatures, so we can check that, and click Start. Before creating this form, the changes you may need to be saved if you would like, or click Save. Those changes were the changing the title and stuff like that. Say yes, I want to replace it. So it'll try to figure out where my forms are. No new form field annotations were detected, meaning that if I would have saved this in a Word document with like lines, if I'd actually went through and put the lines underneath there, it would have detected that those were fields that we'd want to add. So we actually have these here that we could add text, we can add a text field, which is what we want. So I'm going to click this, and I'm just going to line it up here and put it somewhere like this here. So we have our text field. So we put in field name. See, I don't want this text name. We're going to put main reason. Spell it right. Who needs to sign this? Anyone. It's not a required field. So we'll do another one here. I was going to do this for all of them here. I was trying to remember. It's this one here again, so that's already highlighted. So I want to try to line it up with the other one. Click this one here. I'm just going to call it pressing issue. Do another one. Click here. Boom. Typical client. I'll go through this real quick so you're not sitting here watching me type, but client value. Click here again. This is just a quick questionnaire that I use when I'm getting ready to consult with a customer, business, website client, so that I have a good understanding when I go to talk with them. That didn't look right. Of what direction they are, so I'm not having to ask these questions on the phone with them. I have this already available, so we're not going through this, and I can use their time more wisely. Actually, I should have looked at this. It added this space here, but I'm not going to worry about that for the moment. Generally, this is just a form that I see. Sometimes, you know, if it's something they've just called me up, I'll pull this out and have it ready. And in most cases, I try to send it to them though, so they can fill it out ahead of time. So as I said, this one should have been there. Normally, I would put my logo on here as well. And all these are just text fields. You could obviously use checkboxes, radio buttons, drop down fields. There's a place for signature as well. So what do you mean, strengths? Must have hit the space bar when I was talking there. Generally, I think you can also copy these if it was very similar. So I can copy this, I can put it down here and paste. So I can actually drag this down here. Like least. You could get real fancy and actually have this have the information sent to you. It says, do you have a professionally created logo? So I could actually use the radio option here. Yes. So then we could do another button here. Come on. So then of course I need to add more text for this here. So we'll put no. Done that. Oops. Do you have a set color palette for your branding? Again, we could do this one as a text field, so they can just pop that in there like that. What are 3 websites you like? And I'll just do this as a text field as well. Try to do this quickly here. Now I put these field names so that when I see the answers, we can get that there. Yeah, we're about down here. What is your ideal time frame? Most people say yesterday. Just kidding. No, I'm not. Time frame. Are there other non-website areas that need to be? Oh, yep. And the last one here, are there other marketing processes? And this one I'll actually put a little bit bigger just so they can feel it's kind of a general question. Okay, yeah, this drives me crazy. Non-website areas. And then if you want a signature here, there's 2 different options. There's add a signature block and then add a signature field. I'm just going to put a signature. Let's see, what's the difference? I think the one don't know what the difference is here. So we have that have that all done. And we can save or just preview. I'm going to save it as a PDF, choose a downloads folder, choose a different folder. It's going to say, do you want to replace? I say yes. So we hit preview. This is actually what it looks like then for the customer. So we can then go in and just fill in the information. It goes down each field, and we have this space down here to sign it, so they could sign it right there as well. If they have, let's see, yep. So they would sign it there as well. So let me close, and we're good. So that's generally how, that's just a quick one. You could obviously, there's a lot of different information that you could add to it. You've seen the tools there. Let's see if we can edit this again easily. Edit PDF. So we could actually come back here and edit again. It's not giving me those fields, so we'd have to go back to the tools, prepare form. But those are the different things you could do. You've seen that there was the drop downs and things like that we talked about earlier. This is just a quick version of how to do this in Adobe. to create your own form online. Of course, then you would just send this to them and be done with it, and just make it easier. So hope you find that helpful. We'll talk again soon.